Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Wilds of Eldraine draft here on the channel. We're going to dive right in. If you enjoyed this sort of thing, let me know in the comments, and I'll make more of them. Oh, baby, finally. Hilda's Crown of Winter is basically, it's just absurd. This card fits into any deck. It is the, perfect card in pretty much any situation. Easy first pick out of any pack. It's one of the best rares in the set to open and draft because it's guaranteed to make your deck and be incredible. If this wasn't in the pack, I'm not the biggest fan of Bitter Chill. I think Welcome to Sweet Tooth is fantastic though, so that would probably be my pick over Hopeless Nightmare, which is another card I really like. I don't like to start with a 2-color card, but Hilda's Crown of Winter is very good. So I go Hilda's, Sweet Tooth, Hopeless Nightmare, and then after that, maybe I would take Conceited Witch. Sir Armont is a card that I haven't... every time I take this card, I end up not being in green-white. Okay. Now there is Witchstalker Frenzy. It's the best card in this pack by, so much that it's, almost not worth talking about the other cards in terms of being in contention. Because, 4 mana deal 5 is already good at instant speed. And this is usually, 1 mana deal 5. Because it triggers if your creatures are attacking or theirs. It's usually 2 mana deal 5. So easy pick there. If that wasn't in the pack, it'd be tougher. I'm actually less likely to take a Sir Armont now that I passed one. Because someone a couple seats down from me is going to take it, draft green-white, and then next pack I'm not going to get any green-white. I really like stockpiling Celebrant. I think Hilda's Crown of Winter fits best into literally any deck. But you don't have to pigeonhole yourself based on that. I think Frenzy's really good, and I kind of want to try Brave the Wilds as a way to mitigate flooding out. I find that a lot of the games I lose in this format are due to flooding out. Because the games go longer, and then I just run out of stuff to do, and we're both top decking, and I think having cards like Brave the Wilds help with that. Okie doke. It does feel good to get a bomb pack one, pick one Ninja Cat. Okay. Blood Moon, not a card you can play in limited. Boundary Lands Ranger is a very good card. I have been very, very impressed by this one. It fits best into green-red, and we also see a bunch of green cards. Curse of the Werefox, Graceful Takedown, Tough Cookie. All three of those are quite good. Tough Cookie honestly might be better than Boundary Lands Ranger. That's a tough one for me, because Boundary Lands Ranger just it feels like you just have a medium-sized creature in play, and then you never can flood out. There's not really another good red card in the pack, and there's 3 good green cards. So somebody had to pass up all of these green cards. Nobody took a green card out of this pack. I pretty much guarantee it. So I think I'm going to take Tough Cookie over the Boundary Lands Ranger. Even though I love Boundary Lands Ranger and it fits with the Witchstalker, I think that getting a Tough Cookie is a little bit better, just because I think green is more likely to be open based on that. Immediate Punish. There's no green cards or red cards in this pack of note. This card's not very good. So that's unfortunate. I think Hopeful Vigil's the best card in this pack. There's not a great black card. There's some good white cards. This card's not my favorite, but it's okay sometimes. Picklock Prankster is sometimes playable. I think I'm just going to take Hopeful Vigil. It triggers... it's really good with synergy pieces like the Stockpiling Celebrant. It triggers Celebration by itself, so just a nice pickup. There's a Celebrant here. I don't think these black cards are particularly good. Ashiok's Reaper can be okay. I think I'm just going to take the Celebrant, though. I'm not going to play red. We haven't seen a single red card this entire draft other than the second pick, which isn't a huge signal. And we're seeing a little bit of white. And we're seeing a little bit of, nothing else. I think white's the only color that I'm fairly confident is open. There's a cut-in. Can I make cut-in work? Cut-in's the best card in this pack. And this does play well in aggro because you tap stuff for 0 mana on your turn. And it plays best in red-white. It's either that or Frostbridge Guard, which I'm not going to miss, so I'm just going to take the cut-in. Oh my gosh, I have to get another cut-in or a Hopeful Vigil. I think I'm going to take cut-in. I'm just going to secure my removal package. I'm probably not going to get that. Maybe red was more open. It was just weird packs. Hopeful Vigil's good, though. But cut in, I think, is better. Now we get a genealogist for my red-green deck. Rhyme for Reindeer versus Hopeless Nightmare. I'm not going to draft black this draft. Utopia Sprawl. I think Rhyme for Reindeer is the pick. Plays well with cut in. Now I get a Celebrant or an Unassuming Sage. I think Sage is better in the white-red deck. This card bounces some things, which is good. You get some scrying. It's good with Hopeful Vigil. But I'm not going to need as many 3-drops. I'm going to want as many 2-drops as I can get. Wow, we wheeled this guy. Let's go. No respect for the Boundary Lands Ranger. Now I'll take Return Triumphant. I'm going to have lots of cheap cards. Okay, we've got our deck. We're playing... I think we're going to play red-white. We do have that genealogist. One of your favorite books, The Discovery of Dragons by Graham Base. Graham Base has like incredible books. I absolutely love Graham Base. Speaking of him. This is one of my favorites. Oh my gosh, we opened Goose Mother? Are you kidding me? The one draft and I'm not even remotely connected to those colors? Oh my gosh, but yeah, I love this book. The 11th Hour. Wow, what a travesty. I don't think I can take it. It's one of the most splashable cards. I don't think I can take it. What the heck? I didn't see any blue cards. Green did not seem that open. I'm just going to take a Torch the Tower. Over Unassuming Sage. Princess Takes Flight is really good in a lot of decks. And now I'll get Ash Party Crasher. I'm not going to risk it not wheeling. Over the Minecart Daredevil, probably. There's a cut in. There's a Princess Takes Flight. Hey, Potato Skis. So Ginger. Just a reasonable 2-drop, I guess. There's also a Ginger Brute. There's Belligerent of the Ball. I like Belligerent. This is a 2-mana 3/1. That when my artifacts die, I get bigger, but I don't think that does much. This makes rats better, but I don't have rats. The Belligerent is just good with like my cards. I think Ginger Brute would be my second pick out of this pack. But I like Belligerent. Now I'm going to get a kill spell. I mean, I have a lot of kill spells. Maybe I take Armory Mice here.
Feels good. JPEG.
Thanks, Potato Skis. I appreciate the support. Cut in. I've got 3, 4 removal spells right now. I guess I'll take this as my last one, and then I'll just take creatures. This is still just a good card. Now I really want to take a creature. I think I'm going to take the Minecart Daredevil. Knight of Doves isn't great in my deck. Archon's Glory is solid. Ginger Brute's solid. I just like this guy, I think, over the Ginger Brute. Now I'll take Armory Mice. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 2-drops right now. I could take the Clothier. I could try this guy. Protective Parents isn't the worst, but I think Armory Mice is just going to be my ticket. I don't love getting too many 1-toughness guys. Now I'll take the 2-headed Hunter. Combat Trick Big Guy. Really the only option for me. Return Triumphant is better than Armory Mice, better than Archon's Glory. I think this card's good in my deck. Archon's Glory could also be good. But I think, so the thing is, you have a delicate balance. You want a lot of creatures, but you also want removal spells and combat tricks. And I think removal spells and combat tricks kind of fill the same slot. And because I have so many combat tricks, I think because I have so many removal spells, I need less of the combat trick section. Unassuming Sage is perfect for my deck. I'm going to try the Return Triumphants. I think they're really good if you can get them to work. So it's like another 2-drop or 3-drop that you get to put stuff on. I already have 6 2-drops. Perfect. Minecart Daredevil came back. That's the perfect card with Return Triumphant. I've got a 2-pack deck here. Wait, why did I cut Hilda's Crown of Winter? That was a misclick. I was like, don't I have a really good card in here that I'm just like not thinking about? My gosh, Hilda, thank you for coming back to me. Bellowing Bruiser or Gingerbread? I'm just going to take Gingerbread. That card is really good with Young Hero, and I have so many Young Hero things. Because it's basically unblockable. I wonder if I'll wheel the other Gingerbread. Probably not. I cut Crown when I cut the greens. This is honestly a pretty good 2-pack deck. Rhymefear Reindeer is a really good top end. I don't really want the 2-win Veil Guide. Lifelink isn't really what I care about. Regal Bunnycorn. That's a really good one with Return Triumphant. Just get that back over a bunch of times. I think Ratcatcher Training's fine. I don't really have ways to sack this or get it, like, stop the 3rd mode from triggering. It's still okay, but I think Regal Bunnycorn's great in my deck. Got a lot of permanents, I think. Because I have a lot of Young Hero tokens. What? Oh my gosh. This card's insane. Not having so much draft luck with your drafts, Flapjack. I would say I've also been having some struggles, though. Maybe I'm just complaining too much when I go like 3-3. But it seems to be like, I kind of like having these like low to the ground decks where I have a lot of options, because it feels like that lets me like use my skills almost when I have like all these cheap cards to choose between. Okay, now I can take a Stockpiling Celebrant. Bouncing. What's good to bounce in my deck? I might not even want Stockpiling Celebrant, but I don't really want these other white cards either. I don't think I want to play them. You can bounce itself? No, it's another. Hey, Zero Wolf. Welcome. I can also like use this to get like... Oh, baby. That's actually a really good card to bounce. Hopeful Vigil. It triggers Celebration on its own for my Mice, for my Ash, for my Belligerent. Stockpiling Celebrant does work with Princess Takes Flight, but when you only have one Stockpiling Celebrant, you don't really want to take Princess Takes Flight, because it's like a 2-card combo and you only have one of each. If I had like 3 Stockpiling Celebrants, I'd be happy to take Princess Takes Flight. But I did not have those at the time. This is just a good card in my white deck. 2-drop that gives my creature +2/+2. Clothier, triggers Celebration, it's a flyer, but I think this is going to be my only 5-drop. That's just a great 2-drop. Also a pretty decent card to bounce with the Celebrant. But I might just cut the Celebrants. How many creatures do I have? 16. This card's unreal in my deck. I'm going to play 16 lands here. Look into his angel eyes, stand out of the paradise. I'll just take this guy. I don't want Break the Spell. I don't want Plunge. Yeah. don't like this guy very much in this deck. Though I guess it does wear a young hero pretty well. I think it's just worse than Ginger Brute. I'm going to take this guy. I really like it. I think it's good with this guy. Just really a good card overall. It doesn't really ask a lot of you either. I'll take a flick a coin. Now with 2 stockpiling celebrants, I'm happy to play this. Get rid of some Plunge of Winches. I'm not going to play Moment of Valor. Two celebrants and 2 bargains, yeah. I've got this to bargain and this to bargain. I think I'm going to cut the Armory Mice. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 2-drops. I'm just going to cut the Armory Mice, I think. I could also play Break the Spell as a the Princess Takes Flight synergy piece, but I don't think I need to. So I'm not going to play any of these cards that are in my sideboard. Definitely not playing 16 land, 15, 17 lands. I'm going to cut these mice because I don't want too many 1 toughness guys. I don't have that many at all. I don't even have any, I don't think. I'm going to cut Red Cap Thief. Cut Flick a Coin. How many enchantments do I have? 3 enchantments, and then I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, kind of. I'm going to cut the reindeer. Rhyme for the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my worst card, I think. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to run 8 2-drops. This is like a creature as well. I just like the idea of like bringing back something with a young hero on it. Because young hero is really good with Archon and stuff, and good synergy with this thing to I'm just going to play both young. Return Triumphants, I mean. I kind of want to play the reindeer, but I'm just going to cut a land. I'm going to play 15 lands. Then I don't have a lot of colored sources, but we can make it happen. Do I really want to cut a land for a Sage, though? Probably not. This will be fine. Sage is not my best card. And I have 2 of these guys to help me get through extra lands. But yeah. This is a cool deck. I'm excited to see it in action. We have 13 creatures, but really these are 2 creatures and these are 2 creatures, so I don't need to worry about my creature count. I was worried about it, and then I remembered that I have these 2 guys as creatures. And that's 15 creatures, which is more than enough. I also kind of want to play this thing. It's really good. Might be better than 2-Headed Hunter. That card's also pretty good. Yeah. We'll see. If there's any card that seems weak, we can add in the reindeer for it. Maybe it's Return Triumphant, but I think that card's cool and I want to try it. Anyway, see you in the games. Before I get to the games, I want to give a brief shout out to the NicolaiBolas Patreon. If you've been enjoying my videos and would like to support my content directly, then Patreon is the best way to do so. Patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Patreon is a way for viewers to give back to the content that they enjoy. So if my videos have made your life a little bit brighter, maybe if you want some extra booster packs or gems on Magic Arena, and you just enjoy the channel, then Patreon is a way for you to give back and help me continue making high quality content on a consistent basis. You'll also gain access to things like my Wilds of Eldraine tier list, where I grade every single card in the set on an A through F scale, and other things like drafts with me, or even being featured in these credits, because I do want to give a special shout out to the patrons who support at the credits level. It really does mean a lot and helps the channel grow and thrive. Thank you so much to all of my patrons, and without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round one. This is an easy keep, I think. I've got 2-drop into 3-drop that lets me start discarding cards. I also have Celebrant plus Princess Takes Flight, which is a really good synergy. And pretty much this is being kept on the strength of Boundary Lance Ranger. Okay, that's a great draw. I need to draw 1 land, and any land will do. Obviously, that was the worst land I could have drawn. Like, I'd rather have drawn a Plains, but it's still fine. I'm so glad they didn't have a counterspell. This is going to be absurd. I have this thing to sacrifice it too. So next turn I can like bounce it back to my hand, and then I can play it again, and then I can sacrifice it to kill something else. Streamers' top deck abilities are incredible. If you've seen any of my videos, you know that I don't always top deck perfectly. What do I get rid of? I think I get rid of Hopeful Vigil. Definitely don't want that. I do want the Return Triumphant. Sure. They're playing white mana, but they haven't had a counterspell before, but they just drew 3 cards. I kind of want to go for the minecart play, but I don't want to at the same time. I want to be able to return triumphant this to get back my Princess Takes Flight. They did have a counterspell, okay. Glad I didn't go for the Daredevil play, I think. So they drew the counterspell. Sure. They're kind of low. Just gonna play this guy. They're drawing too? Okay. I have Witchstalker Frenzy. They can tap something. Would this be better as a creature? Maybe. It's one of those cards you kind of have to set up, which is kind of nice in a way. I'll keep my removal spell. They'll block there. They go to 2. I get to bring my guy back. Maybe the young hero would have been better on the other guy. Maybe the mind card guy, because then he becomes a 5-powered attacker on its own, and he triggers Boundary Land Ranger without them being able to interact. Why would they play this guy? How do I think this deck will do? All the way, baby. All the way. I have full confidence. Honestly, I think this deck is great. It just has everything I want in a deck. It's got combat tricks. It's got cheap stuff. It's got a lot of value. It's got lots of decisions. It's got a really good proactive game plan to punish people. 7-0 is really hard to predict. I also will say that I just like to believe in all of my decks. I mean, all the decks that are like not like complete. Like my version of a train wreck draft is like I feel like I can usually still get to at least 3 wins if I have reasonable luck a lot of the time. But like, I don't know. This is a really good deck, I think. I'd honestly like to be able to bargain this just so I can get some scrying going. Because scrying 2 and then scrying 1 is really good. Helps me find my really good cards. Because now I don't need any more lands. I honestly feel like I wish I could like run like 15. Like I know, yeah, it's tough sometimes. With all my scrying, I hopefully am gonna be fine. Don't want those. Don't want that. I think Return Triumphant is good, but it's more of like a late game card for my deck. 'Cause now I don't need any more lands. Because scrying 2 and then scrying 1 is really good. Helps me find my really good cards. Because now I don't need any more lands. I think Return Triumphant is good, but it's more of like a late game card for my deck. 'Cause now I don't need any more lands. I think Return Triumphant is good, but it's more of like a late game card for my deck. That's a draw. The shuffler will screw you with 15 lands. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think of the shuffler as like an entity like that, but yeah. I think you need to have at least 16 in almost every deck. Because there's just so many ways to spend your mana. Also, I was really happy to sacrifice one of them because I knew I had this line available to me. My gosh. Can you imagine how good it would be if I traded off the Celebrant, played the Hopeful Vigil, and Young Hero to back? This is kind of one of the reasons I wanted to play the Return Triumphants. They're so good here. Tough cookie. Yeah, combat tricks are tough. But that was like... I'm not going to say egregious. But like, if you're going to go for a combat trick there, you have to block first. At the very least. I guess they were trying to play around Kellens, so maybe that was what they were playing around. I'm going to play Bunny Corn here. Because next turn it's going to be like a 5-5. I'm going to play Vigil, play Return Turn. I want to bounce the Vigil with the Celebrant. Let's get my Scry. Okay. I have so much scrying. Bunny is huge. It's going to be like an 8-8 next turn. Yep, I figured they had that guy. Like they have to block the bunny and they just die. Let's go. I think Unassuming Sage is... I've been thinking about Unassuming Sage and whether or not I want to run it. But the Young Hero thing, bringing that thing back is so much better than the Unassuming Sage. I have just like good cards I can actually play. The Bunny Corn was pretty great there. Just looking at my deck again. Monty Python all over again. This might be my weakest card. The Two-Headed Hunter. I'm really liking the Witch Stalker Frenzy. That card's been insane. Really like all my 2-drops. Really like the Gingerbread, especially with bringing it back with a Young Hero token or just putting a Young Hero on it. I think this is my most questionable card. But I think it's between that and Rhyme for a Reindeer. Mazmorra Magic. Well, this hand is great. We're going to get to see the two-headed hunter in play. Ranger into Daredevil. Just a great start. Bunnycorn is like the bunny from Monty Python. Okay, they bounce it, sure. If they play like a creature that can trade here, and I get to go play this guy, attack, trade, play Return Triumphant on it, it's going to be really good. Okay, this is perfect for me. This is like a 2-mana. It's like a 2-mana 4/2 with a young hero counter on it. What the heck? Absolutely nutty. Sure. Gonna ditch my land. They are both young heroes, working together. Thanks, Extended. If they play their 3/4, they can't even block my guys. Can I threaten lethal this turn if I play Ash? Boost Ash. Ash attacks is a 5/5. This guy will be a 4/4, so that's 9. But then they eat the 4/4. So if I attack with both, if I buff this guy, then they don't know it, but it is a threatened lethal attack because I have double strike, which lets me save my removal spell. Because this thing will be a 5/5. It'll be a 5/5, and this will be a 6 powered guy, so this can hit him for 17. Decline. Feels pretty good. Sure. So I could deal 3 and sacrifice this thing. Hey, is Epiphany. Woo! Got the win. Oh, man. That all lined up so well. Oh, my gosh. Very happy. The returning hero thing is so good. I didn't even need the Archon that I drew at the end there. Thanks, Legendary. We are cruising here. Another easy keep. We've got our combo. We need to draw 1 land here, but that's fine. I like playing the Vigilance one, because then I can hit them, play this guy, and threaten to block this guy. The Red-White Mirror. This is the sort of one where stumbling can really punish you, but also where Witchstalker Frenzy is incredible. Yes, we hit the land. Perfect. Just going to play my 4-2. Next turn, I'm going to go for the Princess Takes Flight on their 3-drop, I think. Almost whatever it is. Just so I can start the scrying chain. But I don't think I quite care enough about a Grand Ball Guest. Happy to double block there. If they have +2/+2, this is fine for me. If they have +3/0, it's not quite as good for me, but... it's not exactly what I wanted to have happen, but such is life. Return Triumphant is going to be great here. Need to keep my life total in mind. There's a lot of hasters, but I also need to do some damage, and I can't block most of the hasters anyway. Yep. So I can kill this thing. I'm going to scry before I see what I have the option to do. Thank you so much, Epiphany, for the subscription. I really appreciate it. Welcome in. Okay, let's view the battlefield. So I'm going to hit them here and probably play Witchstalker's Frenzy to kill this thing. Next turn, I'm going to play Princess Takes Flight probably. And I don't think I'm going to be able to trigger that guy for a while, so I'm just going to put him on the bottom. Decline. Attack. Kill your guy. This way I have cut in. Princess Takes Flight. Return Triumphant is really, really good in my deck. It might just be really good in general. It's just kind of like a skill cap card. We have to like use it properly. And it's not always easy to do that. But I feel like in my deck at least it's pretty straightforward. I might just jam this guy next turn. Yeah. Currently still declining. Is going to work out great. I can exile their guy and they're never getting it back. Or that's good. Woo! Got it. What's everyone's favorite type of dragon? The dragons in Aragon were awesome. Those ones were pretty cool. Saphira. Gladir. I think there's actually a new Aragon book coming out soon, which I'm really excited for. I'll definitely read it. Or, I kind of want to reread all the Aragons, honestly. I read them a long time ago. Aragon was sick. It's definitely one of the Nicolai words, sick. I say sick a lot on stream. Yeah, it's going to be about Murtog. Okay, well, this is a great hand. I feel like all of our hands are great hands. I definitely want to draft this deck again in the future. Gosh, the NicolaiBolas Book Club, Aragon. My gosh, not a bad idea. See, the thing is, Twitch chat's saying that the last book felt a bit rushed. The thing I will say about the Aragon books is he actually finished the books. And it's very... I do not really judge anyone who actually finishes the books that they say they're going to write, because a lot of my favorite authors, no judgment on them, it's really hard to write a book, but they don't write very often, and it's really, like, annoying. Oh, you make an appearance at long last! I'm going to play the Belligerent of the Brawl this turn, so this is just going to be an attack turn. They can deal 3 to it. I can't stop that, but at least I got my Belligerent saved. I have not needed Hilda's Crown of Winter. Yes, the King Killer Chronicles. My gosh. Is the King Killer Chronicles the name of the Wind one? I was thinking of a different series. but those ones as well. But like Game of Thrones is like this. The Scott Lynch's books are like this. This is one of the other reasons why Joe Abercrombie is my favorite author. I really like Joe Abercrombie. He really publishes stuff consistently. Why the heck did they attack and let this guy through? Huh. We'll find out, I guess. I suspected a kill spell. I'm just going to bring back the belligerent of the brawl. I guess that would have single-handedly triggered the card that I cared about. Interesting. Okay. Listening to the Name of the Wind audiobook. It's such a good book. Just beautiful writing. This is going to be some tricky shenanigans. Tap this guy. Play a land. Hold full control. Attack. Get that. X equals 1. Cast with bargain. Target that guy. Submit. Auto pay. Sack the roll token. Bob's your uncle. Mistborn trilogy. Mistborn was an interesting book for me. It's like the classic, like, the idea is really cool. How do I want to do this? Do I just wait? They're going to play this next turn if I wait. These have vigilance. No attacks. Sure. Drawing a couple lands here was not good. Luckily, I've got them super low. I have a lot of good draws. They don't want to attack with too many guys. Cut in. Kill their 3/3 before they can sack it. So I have to do this turn, I think. Tap their 2/3. Tap their 2/3. Attack with both. And then they can double block the Minecart Daredevil. Now they're at 1. Play my land. I have a lot of cards that would give my guy Menace. Return Triumphant is one of them. There's also the 2 copies of the Make a Vigilant token card. Oh, this is incredibly bad for me. Am I dead? 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, they killed me? What a top deck. I can't believe it. My gosh, that's so wrong. It feels so wrong. I needed to draw like 1 spell and I win that game so easily. Gosh. Oh well. There was nothing. I think I played that game really well. I just flooded a bit. There was a debate on whether or not to bring back the Bell of the Brawl or the 2/2. Because if I had the 2/2, I would have been able to filter through those lands better. But it would have had less immediate power as an attacker and blocker, so I might not have been able to get through an attack and make a 4-powered guy. But yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to play around them having that exact card. I don't think they had anything in hand. Like, that's the only card that beats me, I think. This is a keeper, but it's not a great one. I need to draw a land really badly. Got there. I would love one of my 2-drops now. Yeah, land isn't the end of the world. Jeez. The fact that I can't punish this start from them is hurting me deeply. I'm gonna play this guy. These 2 combined to let me hit someone for like 10. Sure. They probably have Candy Grapple. Oh, so it would have worked out really well for me if I'd just gone for the attack. I thought they were going to go for Candy Grapple and I was going to get to be fine. Bunny Corn, sure. Like, the fact that they're playing, like, while holding up 2 mana this entire time is, like, And they have like a 4-drop they could be playing. I'm not buying it. I'll give Ash Menace. What are you grappling? Helen's Light Blades. It's not a candy grapple at all. Rat out. Sure. I'm gonna give this guy flying because oh, definitely keeping both of those. I will make this guy get Menace. This Princess combo is working incredibly well. How does the templating work on this chat? If I egg the other guy in response, does my guy ever leave the battlefield? I don't think it'll move. I think the way it used to be templated was when this leaves the battlefield, return that card to play. Monster. Why did they put it on that guy? Woo! Gotta win. The only loss we've had was a 1 life point loss when we drew like 1 too many land. Other than that, we've been cruising. This deck is awesome. This is like my best deck I've drafted this format. I'm loving this deck. I'm like I drafted this deck and now I'm like, okay, I want to draft red white again because this is so sweet. All my cards feel really good. I feel like I can get some of them later than usual. Things are going great. Thanks everybody for tuning into the Twitch stream. It's nice to have you. Also, everyone watching on YouTube, thank you. It's always fun to have viewers to chit chat with about plays, and yeah, also just talk about like stuff like books. I love books. I honestly should start a Bolas book club. It would be so much fun. I I just have no idea if there would be interest in such a thing because book clubs are like not everyone's thing. But I mean, there's like 1,000 people in the NicolaiBolas Discord, and Bedtime story streams soon. Oh my gosh, we have the combo. Like every time I draw Return Triumphant, I'm so happy. Hi, Gapio. What do I know? You know what? I will keep this. I need to draw a land, but you know, I seem to have been drawing my lands this draft. You're always looking for book recommendations. I have a lot of good book recommendations, or ones that I like. I like to read. I need to hit a land drop, but you know, we can get there. If I hit one land drop, I got all the scrying I need. But if I don't hit it, then that's how it goes sometimes. Yes! He nails it. He sticks the landing. I'm going to scry to find lands. Perfect. I don't need the Boundary Ranger. I'm going to have plenty of scrying to take care of any of flooding or other things. And then I will kill this thing and put a counter onto the Knight token. Root Tooth Genealogist. What are they going to put the Royal token on? Tanglespan, probably. That is mildly annoying. I think I just play these two this turn. I know they'll probably get to draw another card off this guy, but we're both getting value. And this way I have a 5/5 Bunny Corn. Just Ward 1 is really annoying there. No! Honestly, probably better for me than them using Indestructible on this guy. Hoping for the best here. Yes! If they tap this guy and I get to trade my 3/2 for their 2/3, I'd be very happy. Because of my Return Triumphant, obviously. I don't even know if I want to return the Bunny. I kind of want to return this guy. But Bunny's probably correct. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So bringing back the Bunny is tempting. I don't want to just bring back a Celebrant, though, because the bunny's going to be smaller anyway. I think I play this land for now. I'm going to attack with both and kill this thing with my burn spell. So that'll cost 2 mana. Then I can bring back my guy and play this thing again. And I know that they can tap stuff with this thing, but that's not the end of the world to me. Those are both great. I'll put cut in first. Just in case I want to kill this thing this next turn. But I kind of want to put a young Huron on Gingerbrute. Fawn, sure. If I zap this thing, put the thing here. I can scry away the Gingerbrute now. I guess I can't scry it away. I think this is better than putting it on Gingerbrute. Maybe I shouldn't have kept the Gingerbrute, but it took an unblockable guy, which is pretty good in this spot, I think. Oh, devastating. Oh, I'm devastated. Oh, that's bad. Now they have one top deck here. And I get to attack with everything. And hopefully take down the Hamlet Glutton in the process. They're attacking. This plays around them having the monster token. Sure. But Kellen's Light Blades was a convenient draw. I'm hitting them for 9. 10, 11, play another guy. I'm going to hold the pump back so I can block this guy and pump. count on them not drawing another removal spell. If they attack me again. I could have just taken the 6 last turn, but I didn't. I kind of just wanted to deal with their guy. Curse of the Werefox would devastate me. I'd lose the game, I think. Pretty much any roll token, I would lose the game. Also, I don't really like these lands that are like really hard to tell what they are. I kept thinking these were swamps because of the like darker border. Like, all the borders look the same. This is clearly a tree, but like, I don't know. Okay, they play it pre-combat. Weird. That's an odd thing to do. Obviously, they're going to pay the 2. Maybe their internet disconnected. I think I was going to win this game anyway. We just made a 2-2 instead of a 3-2 for no 3-3 for no reason. We need to scry, find some action. Well, I'm glad we got to scry. Ugh. So then I use my minecart Daredevil to kill their glutton, and then if I draw a spell next turn, I can play Ash into that spell and hit him. Looks like they are AFK. Okay. Well, we were going to win this game even if they were here. Like, they block here, they double block here. We kill their 3/3. Kill their guy. Still have our Gingerbrute hitting them. I think we were still in good shape there. How many wins do we have left to get the trophy? Because hopefully not many. I'm pretty jazzed about this deck. We've only lost that one game, which was the narrowest of victories when our opponent top decked the win, but the turn before we were going to beat them, I think. Ooh, we are 6-1. Here we go. Let's get that last W. W. I think best of ones are do favor aggro decks compared to best of threes. Hand smoothing helps. Though, to be fair, I built my deck in such a way that, I mean, I'm going to have a lot of 2-drops no matter what. Okay, finally a turn 1 Gingerbrute. I mean, not finally. It's not like I've been waiting my whole life for this moment, but we'll get to see it in action. Tough cookie. This attack doesn't reveal too much. If I attacked with both, they'd know I have a combat trick. Here it's like, okay, I'm offering the trade of my worst card for your better card. If they block, I will use my trick. But if not, I'll just play this guy and be fairly happy about that too. They're probably thinking like, am I going to just not block the rest of the game? And it's a free attack for me because it has Vigilance. Vigilance is really good in these sorts of spots. And I also have this combo, which is +2/+1 and then double strike. To like let this guy hit for 10 or something. Let's see. Do I exile the cookie and not attack this turn, or I exile this and get an attack in? I'll exile that and get an attack in. It's 5 damage. And then next turn I get to like... If I draw a land, I just kill them, which is insane, but like... I just go 5/5, 7/7, double strike. This is the safer line. Sure. This way they go to 3 so that Gingerbread on his own is lethal. Plus this guy. So Gingerbread plus this is lethal now. And they can't really block it. Ooh, that's cool animation that they make it red. Oh, that's cool. It looks like a taiga. Okay. That's cool. Boom! Got the win. I figured in blue-green their removal is probably a fight spell. If they had a bounce spell, they might have used it. Let's go! I knew this deck could go the distance. Oh, huge! Nice. I'm so happy. Feels so good to get a nice run in. And most importantly, for my own psyche, is I felt like I played well. Like, it wasn't like I was making blunders and winning despite that. Or that I was, yeah. My gosh, this deck was sweet. Let's go. Huge. If you did make it all the way till the end of this video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag the hero. Because, honestly, this card combined with this card, combined with this card, is just, I don't know. The hero returns is probably the best hashtag. Hashtag the hero returns to let me know you made it to the end of the video. Hit the like button, subscribe for more, comment with your questions, thoughts, and feedback. You can support my content via Patreon if you do enjoy it and want to chip in and help me make more videos in the future. But that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.